Hey everyone, I am Jessica from Willow Vines Intuitive Vibes, and I'm here to collect a message. So like the videos, comment, share, and don't forget to subscribe to join the tribe. So as I was lighting the Palo Santos, I heard like it took a couple tries, but it finally took off. So there's something that someone's working on or doing. It could be between people as well. Oh man, I'm getting like nervous now. I don't know why. Like my heart just started pounding. So maybe there's fear in here. Definitely, someone had to face their fears because I do have two cards out: the snail and the gazelle. And this is about overcoming your fears and stepping out of your comfort zone. And this is slow progress. So it's like it took a couple tries. This is moving forward really slowly in the situation or with a person. But somebody is going to step out of their comfort zone, or they already have. It could be you that's doing that, where things that you once had reservations about or feared or were nervous about or whatever, you're no longer nervous because, once you start doing things, once you start facing those fears and taking action, you realize that your fear was what was holding you back. It wasn't the act or interacting with said person or doing whatever this is. So I do feel like there's slow progression. Took a couple tries, but something's working out. Um, in the cards that I made, I saw podcast, cyberbully, the letter R, and your biggest fan, which usually your haters are your biggest fans, just saying, just in a different form, I guess, with a different label. So there could be somebody who's been like closely paying attention to you or to another person, watching this slow progression, watching your progress. Like, oh, you'll never do this, you'll never succeed, this won't work out, so and so won't talk to you, whatever it is. And because you're taking these calculated risks, something's working out for you, and someone's seeing it. Like, whoa, like holy shit, it's actually happening. um the best things come to those who wait, but it's not when they sit around and wait. It's when they understand that there's a process to be had. Like when you're starting your own business, you're not going to be a big success overnight. I mean, there are instances where there's overnight success, especially if we're talking about online, because, videos and shit can go viral. But I'm talking about somebody who put the work in. You know that you have to build and work towards what you want. You have to build off from things. So it's like everyone's going to start somewhere. And most people start at the bottom and work their way up. And if they're strong enough and they face those fears and step out of their comfort zone, they keep climbing the ladder instead of getting stuck on it. So I kind of feel like maybe you were stuck in the middle of the ladder for a little while, but you just took one rung at a time, like baby stepped it. It's like, all right, I'm nervous about this, but I'll do this. All right, so now I'm a little higher. I'll do this, I'm a little higher. And you just kept going. And I feel like it's working out for you, and someone's definitely witnessing it, whether they are in your physical environment around you a lot, or it's just someone paying close attention to your social media or just to your business, especially if you're within the community, if that's what we're talking about. Either way, there's somebody watching you rise. I feel nervous about it though. I don't know why. So this person's nervous about your success, maybe because they second guessed you or didn't believe in you or something. There's more to it than that. Yeah, because this nervousness won't, it needs to go away. I don't feel like that's your energy. I feel like stepping out of your comfort zone and doing whatever you're doing was nerve-wracking, even a little bit at different times for you, but I don't really feel like you're scared to put yourself out there or to keep climbing the ladder. I feel like there's somebody else who's nervous about your success for some reason. But it's weird because I feel like your success will affect them, but not quite. So it's like an indirect effect. I don't know why I feel that way. Maybe we'll find out a little bit more about this. I feel like there's so much I wanted to say. I also just heard there's someone in this energy, it could be your biggest fan, who gave up on a dream that they had, an idea that they had, because it wasn't moving fast. It didn't go the way they expected. So they let it go. Because it's making me think of like competition, but you're not competing. So this person could have been competing with you or competing with another person or another situation, whatever. Because I mean, if you think about small businesses or when you start a business, you know, they're all competitors in a sense if it's like in the same field. But it's weird because they feel like whatever this is different, so it's not even in the same arena, so there's really no competition. But I feel like the competition would be, I want to beat you, I want to surpass you, and you're just doing your thing, and this person gave up because it kind of feels like, well, kind of feels like this. So they're like trying to catch up to you, and you're just like this, kind of stuck at the same, stuck in the same place, or things aren't moving forward. It seems like it wasn't at the time. It seemed like it wasn't moving forward at the time. So I'm gonna fall back, and you're just like, I'm gonna keep going. You already won when they fell back, just saying. But I don't feel like you were competing with anyone. If maybe this person's thinking that way when it comes to a level of success. That would be where the competition would be, because I feel like you and this person are doing completely different things. So there's really no competition there, anyways, beyond reaching a level of success. Slow and steady wins the race. You didn't give up, and you faced your fears, so you're advancing, is what I feel. But yeah, somebody gave up on something. Maybe they're kicking themselves in the butt for it now, you know? Like, I wish I didn't. I wish I kept going. You can always start again, you know? But anyways, let's see where this takes us. I kind of want, before I do this, sorry if I look sleepy. I got up early this morning. I don't know why. And I've been just like doing my morning routine. I'm like, you know what? It's nice and quiet and calm in here. I want to do a reading. So here I am. Enjoying the moment, making the best of my time. It's probably what most of you did in this slow progression and moving forward. Like, making the best of each moment and your time. Because you know when, I want to say, when life gets you down. When you just get really busy, like with life, responsibilities, whatever, even work. So if you're trying to start something, you might have a 9-to-5 job, and it's like, this project's kind of a side thing right now. I don't really have time for it because I got to do this, this, and this. I feel like there's one energy here, the give up energy, where they just were like, I have no time. And even if you and this person separately both had a lot of responsibilities, you still made the time. So you made the best of your time. So it's like, all right, I only have 10 minutes. I'm going to do this now. Or I'm going to add a little bit more to whatever I'm working on, and then I'm going to go do that. Like, multitasking. Somebody else was not in that energy. And that's why they quote unquote failed. And the only reason this person failed at whatever this is because he gave up. It's not because they suck. Yeah, it has to do with someone's work or what they were working on. Yeah, they gave up. Probably because they weren't making money. They either weren't making money at it or they weren't making enough. And that was the reason why they were doing it. Because there's the most successful people, no matter what we're talking about, when it comes to creating new things, having these great ideas, starting businesses, you have to love it. You know what I mean? You have to truly want it beyond monetary value. So, yeah, we all need money to live and survive and whatever. But if the main reason you're doing something is for money, you're probably not going to be that successful, because money doesn't ebb and flow to it. It comes and goes. You have to enjoy what you're doing to keep that steady pace, to actually want to do it. And the people that enjoy what they're doing, usually if it's a side thing, it is something you enjoy, or for most people at least, because why would you even do it on the side if you didn't like it, unless it was just for money? But like I said, that stuff doesn't really work out. The most successful people are the ones who enjoy what they're doing, no matter what it is. So I feel like somebody was too money focused, and that's probably where their shortcomings came from with this business idea or project or something. It's making me think of the internet, even if that's not what this is pertaining to, where someone hadn't done their research, they didn't know how something worked, and they were just assuming that, oh, anyone who does anything online, like if you're a content creator, no matter what you do, that's easy money. Oh, I could do that. That's so easy. There's nothing to it. It's just a video. It's just a whatever. There's a lot more to it than that, and 90% of people who are online either don't earn any money or they earn very little, because it's not as easy. It's not an overnight success. You know what I mean? It's not as easy as people think it is. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes, and a lot you have to learn, depending on what you're doing. I just feel like I'm watching a podcast that was in the card things, so I'll use that as an example. So I'm imagining this person watching a podcast, and it's like, well, that's really easy to do. They're just talking. They're either shooting the shit or talking, like picking a topic and talking about it. But what that person doesn't realize is there's a lot of research that goes in behind the scenes, and a lot of times the more successful podcasters have a team of people who help them with research. They help them with editing. They're when you watch the video, it's like, oh, this isn't edited, but it is. Not always, but it just looks like I could sit there with a microphone and just talk. That's easy. That's easy money. There's more to it than that. You also have to be personable. People have to like your energy, That's what I'm thinking here is I can do that. That's just fucking easy. Something was a lot harder than somebody anticipated. It's not as clear cut and dry as somebody assumed or thought it would be. It's kind of like, for example, too, like with tarot. I've had people say, oh, that's so easy. Like, regardless of messages being correct or incorrect or whatever, like, we'll just push that to the side. Or just a bunch of cards. Oh, I can pull cards. I know the meanings of the cards. Like if we'll go to, we'll use Rider-Waite as an example. So somebody learned what the cards mean. It's like, well, I could do that. It's just a card game. All right, this, and this, whatever, boom, I'm done kind of thing. But there's more to it than that. Or they'll look at a reader and go, that's like, why are you tired? That's so easy. Like, it doesn't take that much. But they don't realize that energy work is exhausting. Like yesterday, I had a tarot party, which was so much fun. It really was. It was a good experience, and it worked out. I think I, how do I want to word it? Eased some skepticism within a couple people, which is kind of cool. But regardless of all that and messages and whatnot, it was so super draining. Like, I did 6 readings back to back, and I was so exhausted by the time I got home. It was like 7:30 at night when I got home, and it broke down to about 3 hours worth of work, like energy work, because I took some breaks in there in between. But I was so tired. I wanted to go to bed at like 7:30. I just could not stop yawning. I couldn't wake up. My energy was just like, no, I've had enough. But people who don't do work like that or don't understand it, they don't realize how much goes into it, like how much of yourself goes into things like that. Energy work is real, and it is draining. I was going to say something else about energy. What was it? Either way, it was a good experience, but it was draining. Flew out of my head, so it's not significant. But yeah, it's like having that epiphany moment where it's like, oh, there is more to this than I thought, no matter what we're talking about. I just feel like somebody thought something was so easy and stupid, and now they're like, oh, okay. Something like that. So anyways, let's see, what else do we got going on here? I just heard in my head, I'm really feeling something. If anyone's questioning picking up on energy, yeah, that's legitimate, because that's what I was talking about. But someone might be feeling, it feels like feeling energy, like sensing something in a room, or like, for example, in readings, it's happened multiple times on here and just in personals, when I get the chills, energy's flowing through, but sometimes my throat chakra will get all like wonky, or I'll start coughing, or I'll start feeling ill, or different pains, or whatever, depending on who's coming through or whose energy I'm in. That's kind of what I'm feeling. I'm really feeling something is making me think of. I just feel like someone might have been looking at you as though you were faking something. They just didn't believe that you were truly feeling them or feeling the energy. Yeah, I feel like somebody thought somebody was faking. Like, fake it till you make it kind of thing. But I don't think you were faking. Or whoever's in this energy was not faking whatever they were sensing, whatever they were physically feeling, whatever this is. It just seemed false because this person doesn't have that understanding. Probably because they're not sensitive to energy, or they ignore it, or they just don't understand, Yeah, because that feels like that's energy related versus, I don't know, being good at something. Anyways, let's keep going. I just thought you were lying. But I see that you're not. It's okay. It's reminding me of, like, when I was talking about energy work, I've had a lot of people, they're very skeptical of me and what I can do, which is fine. A healthy level of skepticism is always good, because not everybody is telling the truth. And it's up to you to decide, use your discernment with people you're around, who you're dealing with, and whatever. But I mean, I've had people close to me, that I know, that have known me. They know that I'm not a fabricator, basically. So, but with energy work and with things like that, it's hard to prove or disprove. So there's a lot of skepticism surrounding it, a lot of uncertainty with people who don't experience it for themselves. Like, I would pick up on someone around me. I'm not going to name names or anything, but this specific person, and they'd go, yeah, right, no, it's not me. Or even if it was, they would either deny it or be like, oh, what are you talking about? Or, okay, whatever, that's weird. But it would happen so frequently when I was around them that they finally were like, yeah, that's me. Because I remember this one day, because I just stopped talking about stuff, like whether I felt it or not, because I'm like, okay, you don't believe, I'm not going to shove it down your throat, you know what I mean? And I was just reminded because I got a twinge on my shoulder. And I walked into the room, and I was totally fine because I was just doing my thing, whatever. And I'm like, oh, my fucking shoulder hurts. And I was like, it's going up into my neck, and I don't know what is going on. But it just literally hit me the second I walked into the room with that person in there. And he goes, you're picking up on me. He goes, because my shoulder hurts so fucking bad. Exactly where you said, same side and everything. He's like, that's me. And I was just kind of shocked when he just came out and said that, because he never admitted anything like that before. Like, he was kind of like, yeah, right, rolling his eyes at me. So I'm like, it's almost like it was put in his face so many times that he couldn't deny it anymore. And it kind of shocked me because I was like, oh, okay. And the second he said it, it went away. So I'm like, yeah, it must be you. And I just moved on. I didn't make a big deal about it. I was just kind of like, oh, okay. Um, but I'm saying that for a reason, where someone once didn't believe in something, didn't trust in what you were saying, doing, didn't think your business would take off, no matter what it is, um, didn't think your plans would work out. And then they're going, yeah, I think they're gonna. Yeah, I believe in you now. I think you're talented now. Whatever it is. Something like that. All right. Finally, a card. Just singing. Don't get too ahead of yourself. That's what I just heard. I don't feel like any of you really are. Like, your britches fit, basically. Anyways, um, enlightenment, inspiration, epiphany, innovation. There's definitely epiphany here. An epiphany for someone. My words are going no. A black cat could be significant for some of you, or just a cat in general, but I feel like it's making me think of like a familiar, like your spirit animal, basically, in a sense. Could be a deceased cat, or this cat is in between worlds, which most cats are animals, but I feel like, because I'm staring at his eyes, and in this card, it's making me think of like X-ray vision, seeing beyond what other people see, seeing beyond the person, the situation, reading the energy. I mean, people can do that when you read body language and stuff like that as well, but seeing beyond what's right in front of you. Yeah, seeing beyond, like seeing into the future. If we go back to occupation with things slowly progressing forward, even if there was a standstill at one point, it's like that standstill is coming to a close because you were facing your fears, because you were seeing the big picture. It's making me think of when people go, I'm going to be successful at whatever. I'm going to be this successful rock band, or I'm going to be an actor, an actress. I'm going to be something outside the box. And they keep saying it like, I just know that this is going to be my life. And people are like, okay, whatever, think what you want. Like, I don't think so, kind of thing. And then it happens for them. It's because they could see beyond their current situation. They could see beyond the moment. Like, yeah, I might be struggling right now. I might not be in the best space right now. It might not be working out for me today, but trust, it will. Yeah, that's what I'm getting with the seeing beyond a situation, seeing beyond what's right in front of you. So you could be, you know, impoverished and you don't have a pot to piss in, but you know you're going to have 20 million of them in the future. You might not know the exact date, but you know that something's going to work out. There's someone around you that didn't see your plans. They didn't see what you could, what you were envisioning. But they're going to. They're going to see your success. Like, holy shit, you did it. Like, that kind of thing. Yeah, because you're in this state, or you were. I don't feel like you felt impoverished, like you didn't feel down and out and whatever. I just feel like this is rags to riches type energy, where someone was looking at you in this energy like you're just gonna be a pole bitch forever. Um, like down and out with nothing. I just don't see potential here. either with what you're doing or with you. Because if we're talking about relationships, connections, if someone's materialistic, they'll look at someone in this energy, in this poverty energy, and go, no, I want a sugar daddy or a sugar mama. Like, you don't have enough for me. Like, I don't want to have to help you. I don't want to have to give too much of my stuff or what I've earned, because you're not on my level. You're going to surpass them. And they're probably going to watch and go, maybe I should have got in while the getting was good. Maybe I should have been there. That's really what this feels like. Well, shoulda, coulda, woulda, you know what I'm saying? This is funny because I kind of feel like the biggest hater, someone who even potentially bullied you, whether it was online or not, they're going to be biting their fucking tongue before you know it and becoming your biggest fan. Yeah, there's a sudden epiphany here. I saw that twice. Somebody's thinking back to the past as well, like how they treated another person or just how situations unfolded between you and them. There's regret here, definitely. It was a whole new experience. So someone didn't want to step out of their comfort zone in the past. You just weren't their cup of tea. I feel like you're everything now. It's like you were nothing to me, this didn't matter, and now you're everything. That's definitely like a 180. I don't know if it's a good 180 or a bad one, but yeah, somebody's having a realization about something. Excuse me. Bridge. They want to bridge the gap. I just heard something that didn't make sense in the past is now clicking and making sense now. Because sometimes when we look back over things or at things, we see it differently. If I'm talking about readings and stuff, like if you had a personal reading or whatever, you might look at it one way the day you get it and then be drawn back to it months later, years later, and then go, after time passes, after things happen and unfold, you look back and go, oh my God, that's what that meant. Like, I didn't see it that way before. There's something like that going on, regardless of readings. It's just looking back over a memory, coming across an email, a message, videos, whatever. It doesn't matter what it is, or even photographs. Going back over something and going, Eureka, I figured it out. A bridge is significant here, and it's not just bridging the gap between two people. I do feel like somebody wants to. I don't know if they're worried that the bridge is burned, like if they ruined it. Somebody definitely did some damage, is what I want to say, to the connection between the two of you, whether it's romantic, friendship, or otherwise. But there's a literal bridge that's significant here. I don't know where it is, what it's about, but a bridge and a problem. Someone might be seeing a problem that they were denying in the past. Like, you know, when you're going through a difficult time, when you've got the haterators around causing problems for you in your physical reality, and people don't believe, or this person, like, all right, and then they're like, oh my God, I finally got the evidence I needed. I finally saw what I needed to see, and I understand now. I see the problem. Somebody couldn't see the snake before because it was camouflaged. It blended in. Yeah, somebody didn't see the problem. Until it's too late is what I want to say. I don't feel like anything like severe happened here, like physically speaking, but when I say they realized too late, it's they're no longer in the picture because they were being kind of selfish. I just saw self-indulgence. So this person might have had their beer goggles on, you know what I mean? Where, and not in a romantic sense when they, think someone's more attractive than they really are, kind of thing, until the next day when they sober up. Not that. I mean it as in they weren't seeing clearly because they were intoxicated by some means. Like there's a lack of understanding due to someone's mental capacity at the time, possibly due to substances or drinking. Healthy choices. Well, whoever this is knows that dealing with you is the healthy choice. They weren't seeing it that way, though, because they, like I said, they weren't seeing clearly. They had their beer goggles on in a different sense. I kind of feel like I'm making fun of somebody for enjoying the moment. Just enjoying life, going with the flow, being in that positive energy, making healthy choices. Like, whatever, like you're stupid. Like in, I'll say high school, middle school, high school, whatever. That age group where, so this is childish, just saying, where if everyone's, giving up their V card to everyone, basically, like, no, except for Sally. Sally still has her card. She ain't giving it to no one. She wants to wait. And people are making fun of her. Like, oh, you're a loser because you won't do this. You prude, you whatever. And later on in life, she's the one that gets the good one because she wasn't hoeing around with everyone. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like mocking energy. People usually make fun of other people because of their own insecurities. And people who are promiscuous, like to that level, like, oh, I just gotta sleep with everyone, it's because they want attention. They want to feel loved because they're hurting. It takes a strong person to keep to themselves, in a sense, regardless of what we're talking about. But that was my example, is that kid gets made fun of all through middle school, high school, whatever. Like, oh, you think you're so good, you think you're so whatever, you'll never find anyone to give that card to, basically. And they do, but it's the right person. I mean, it could be pertaining to anything, but that was just an easy example that popped in. Because it's like when you have a change of perspective in the future, because those people might grow up and then look at that person differently and go, especially after they have kids or whatever, and it's like, I applaud you for your strength, for what you went through, and the fact that you didn't give in to temptation, or you didn't give in because people disagreed. And that can pertain to anything. That's where this epiphany is, this change in mindset. Like, it didn't matter what people said. It didn't matter how much they laughed. It didn't matter how much they bullied you. It didn't matter what they said or did. You did not give up on what you were working on what you wanted. You just kept going. That's beautiful. Someone's seeing that. That's why it's coming up. So your hard work's paying off. Definitely. The name Pat, or pat on the back, that could be significant for someone. Or Pennsylvania, Connecticut, Ontario, Canada. Anyways, 10 of Wands. That's burdens. There's a lot of work. You didn't give up no matter how difficult something was. That's what this feels like. Someone is witnessing that. That's why it's coming up, because you're well aware of your strength and what you've gone through. I don't have to sit here and tell you what you've gone through. Because, look, he's carrying all these sticks. There's someone back here just watching. Like, watching you struggle. Watching you do it on your own. Well, there's more than one person. There's 3 people there sitting by the fire. So they're just chilling, doing their thing, hanging out, talking, mocking, drinking, doing whatever, going, look at you. Aw, are you going to drop one of those sticks? Or you can't hack it? And they're watching you, like, struggle to pick it up, like, oh, I can hack it. Whether you see this or not. So this could be something you're unaware of, or you're totally aware of. Depends on the situation. Yeah, somebody sat there and watched you struggle. Like, you can do it on your own. Let's see what happens, because this is funny. I'm going to sit here and pop the popcorn and watch you. Well, you showed them. Well, the show's about ready to start, like the real show. Yeah, it could have been somebody you thought was your friend. Page of Pentacles, or a younger energy. It's someone who's just not mature, definitely. Somebody was sitting back, watching you figure something out. Watching you learn something. I want more on this real quick. I don't know. No matter how difficult something was for you, this process, figuring whatever out, making it work, these difficulties, whatever that was for you, I feel like this person has, I don't know, what do I want to say? Like, is there someone here, like I said, started out as a hater, now they're your biggest fan, or they always have been, even secretly? Because I kind of feel like there's a level of inspiration here. Like, you inspire this person, and where was I going with that? You inspire them, but they had to fit in. I feel like this person's secretly inspired by you. They were openly a hater, a problem, I guess, and secretly your biggest fan. I only allowed things to go so far, is what this person just said. So they were in the know of a group of shitty people, basically, and their ideas and plans. And this person, I feel like, I'm not saying it makes it right, because it doesn't. They were involved with these people, so they would do certain things. It's making me think of, I mean, there's these cliche friggin' movies all the time where there's a clique of people and they're like the mean girls, or just the popular group that's mean to people. And you always got one that isn't. Like, they act that way around these people because they got to fit in. They don't want to be attacked, is what it is. It's why people even do that in the first place. It's like, oh, I see what you do to other people, so I'm going to be on your side. Oh, yeah, they're stupid. I'll agree with you, you know. It's very childish, but it happens all the time. Even adults do it. Sometimes I think adults are worse than kids. It's whatever. And it doesn't matter. Anyways, but that nice person is, like, secretly rooting for you, like, I hope you stand up to this motherfucker, or, oh, go get it, you're doing great, kind of thing. They're rooting you on behind your back. Yeah, so this person definitely needs to step out of their comfort zone, because the fear in this reading, I don't feel like it's coming from you. It's coming from whoever they are. Could be someone in your family or in their family. Whether it's blood, these people are blood related, or there's family ties, like I've known you forever type energy. Like, I have to side. I have to side with so-and-so because they're family, or because I've known them forever and I'm stuck around them, so I have to agree. No, you don't. Maybe that's what they're seeing. Yeah, they have to agree with the devil because of circumstance. That's what they were thinking. 2 of Cups. This person definitely likes you, whoever they are. Maybe more on the... Actually, give me one of these for the Two of Cups. Does somebody get paid to date you, deal with you, or even if they didn't date you, to talk to you? Photograph. Well, this person is definitely interested. There's playful energy here. They were just messing around. Well, they fucked around and found out, because it's making me think of like when somebody messes around as a joke, deals with someone for an ulterior motive or reason, and then they fall for them. Like, I don't know why this movie's popping in my head. I believe it's called A Walk to Remember with Mandy Moore, where the popular kid or whatever, he makes fun of her. She's religious. Oh yeah, she saves herself for marriage too. That's funny they use that example. Did somebody call somebody a prude or something, or a whore? I don't know. It could be either side of the coin. Regardless, it's weird that that example is coming up. I haven't seen that movie in forever. Anyways, he's popular. He makes fun of her because that's just how everyone is. That's what everyone's done. But then he gets teamed up with her. He has to deal with her because of his own fuck-ups, because of his own mistakes. And he ends up falling for her. That's a sad movie. It makes me cry every time I watch it. It's probably why I haven't watched it in a while. Just saying. It's what I'm feeling here. Like, this is a joke. I'm just dealing with you, talking to you, being your friend. I'm only involved because this is fucking comical. Because I have to. I have to be. For some reason. And then it turns around on them. Yeah, somebody fell for another person. Yeah, Cupid's arrow. Somebody fell for another person. I guess that's karma all in itself, just saying. The moon. There's so much more to you than people realize. This person got to know you, at least a little bit. They got to see the behind the scenes. See who you truly are, not just what people say. Yeah, there's so much more to you than people realize. And it's not there's so much more to the situation or relationship or connection or whatever. There's so much more to you. Five of Pentacles. There's also so much more to you than your situation. You know what's making me think of, with the Five of Pentacles card? It looks all dark and dreary, and these people are looking like, oh man, this is a haunted house. This is creepy because it's dilapidated. Like, this person doesn't have much. They don't have enough money to fix up their house. Like, they don't have money. They're poor. They don't have shit to offer. Sounds materialistic. Like, holy shit. Anyways, they don't have shit to offer. But what these people on the outside don't realize is what's on the inside of this house is more than what money can buy, is what I want to say. But it's gorgeous. It's like, looks are deceiving. You don't judge a book by its fucking cover, because what's on the inside of this house is their biggest dream. You know, it's amazing. So if they'd get over their fear and actually knock on the door and come in, they would see just how wonderful you are. They would see just how much you do have to offer. Someone did. Someone peeked in the window. And they're like, they got a sneak peek. And it's like, wow. It's a change in perspective, definitely. because you were protected. The pentacles, you were protected from the things that people were saying anyways, but pentacles are about, pentagrams are about protection. You have symbols of protection all around your home, all around you. You're protected. That's why you look like this to shitty people. That's why you look like you have nothing, that there's nothing here to look at, it's crap. To people with bad intentions, it's your own protection. You were not only shielding yourself, but Spirit was protecting you from anyone who's going to cause you harm, because they aren't deserving of what you have to offer, of what's coming in for you, of what you're working towards. That's why your house looks all dilapidated, but it isn't. Looks can be deceiving, just saying. The devil. Looks can be deceiving. Yeah. This persona, fucking cars. Whatever persona's here, and it doesn't feel like someone's lying or putting on a face or acting or whatever. I just feel like, I said beer goggles, the fuzziness. Someone wasn't seeing clearly. Spirit was making that happen. You were made to look a certain way to certain people so they would stay the fuck away. Well, now they're going to see you shine, because I feel like it's time to paint the outside of the house now, you know what I'm saying? 3 of Swords reversed. Yeah, it's funny because I was looking at the devil and I'm like, this devil was protecting you. This devil was a problem. This devil's protecting you. But I did say there was a problematic person or person in that problem group of people. Could be within your community, family, friends, whatever. Whoever the hell these people are to you. There was someone who's devilish. That was, I don't know, they're there for you. Like, they were showing a level of support so that you wouldn't get hurt. That's what this 5 of Pentacles energy is showing me, is like, you're just highly protected so that you wouldn't get hurt. But it almost made me think of when somebody lies, but they know the truth. Like, okay, because that's how I'm seeing it. This devil person, male, female, doesn't matter, I don't know who it is to you, you're so much more than you realize, than what people see. Like, there's so much to you, so much more to you than blah 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 whatever. This person saw that. They're the ones that peeked in the window. This person got a sneak peek. They interacted with you somehow, some way, and got to know you at least a little bit. Like I said, they peeked in the window. I don't want to hurt you, and I don't want you to get hurt. So the beauty that I saw, the potential that I saw, I'm going to lie about it. And I'm going to say that nothing to see here. This person's nuts. They're this, they're that, they're all these bad things. Stay away. They're no good. That's what this person said. Like, yep, problem confirmed. Don't even bother. What we thought is true. But it was all a lie. It was done on purpose. Because this person didn't want to hurt you, and they didn't want you to get hurt. Because they definitely saw your potential. Yeah, this person likes you some sort of way. The Star. That's your biggest fan. The one who got a sneak peek. And they might have exited your life so you wouldn't get hurt. I don't know, there's some shitty people around this person, definitely. They're around them. And I feel like they were attacking you. Even if it was just online, even if it was just verbally, even if it was all behind your back and you had no idea. Maybe you were sensing the energy, feeling the weight of it, but it wasn't like right in front of your face kind of thing. That's because somebody made sure it wouldn't be. Mm-hmm. Yeah, somebody protected you in a really weird way. Maybe you always sensed it, because it's kind of giving me not back and forth energy, but I mean, it kind of is, where it's like you appear one way, but I know you're another. Like, I see the good in you. Maybe you always saw the good in this person, even if they weren't acting that way or whatever, something like that. I don't know. That's really cool. I think that's good. I wanted to be like, I think that's good for now. Good enough. We're done here. Give me one of these, please. Self-care, energy. No, you're definitely picking up on the energy. But I feel like the disconnect here, this situation kind of going to the wayside, allowed you to regain your energy. But I feel like whoever this person is, they were just seeing that you were just working on yourself, that you're just keeping to yourself, doing what you need to do for you, you know? And in doing so, it feels like the mirror effect. Wasn't that in here? Yeah, the mirror effect. There's a lot of similarities here between you and this devilish person, because this person hides who they truly are too. Because this one actually has the good within them, whoever they are. There's just some superficial differences apparently, but with that mirror effect, I feel like it made this person want to work on themselves, want to better themselves, and want to better the situation. Yeah, to definitely better themselves with stability. So it's like, if you're going to be self-focused, so am I. You know, I'm going to work on me and get into a good place, a better place, something. All right, let's see. Is there any of these? I'm going to go 52 minutes. I knew I was going to be on here for a while. I feel like I just want to be a better person. So someone's working on themselves currently, which is never a bad thing. Any more information? Oh, there's the cat I keep talking about. Online. Oh, there's podcast again. So an online podcast and a narcissist potentially. Let's see what's up with this. YouTube could be significant. I mean, sometimes people have podcasts on YouTube and other and other platforms. Hired hitman, or someone was hired or cast. It's making me think of acting. Somebody was paid to do something, or coerced in some way to be your fake friend. That's probably how they got to know you. Yeah, because they were just a bully. Fake friend again. Dating apps could be significant here, not necessarily. Or dating. Maybe they wanted to date you, or it's all because somebody wanted to date you, but they're in a relationship, so they fucking can't date you. Oh, that would make someone butthurt, wouldn't it? The letter V. Thought you were sexy. The letter V. Today's message is brought to you by the letter V. Well, someone's single here, probably you. Or maybe there's another person who's single. Because it's okay. Well, danger showing up. Target. You were targeted because of a fucking hater. But paranormal activity could be significant here. That could have been an interest or a subject matter. But maybe that's what connected you two people together, is a similar interest, regardless of what it is. But what it's making me think of is, there's someone that likes you, is in a relationship, or this is what happened in the past, whether it's happening now or not. I don't think it is. I feel like this is energy that's someone in this energy is viewing you differently or viewing a situation differently. The aha moment, because someone thought you were attractive. They wanted to date you, but they can't because they're in a relationship. They have prior obligations. But someone else finds you sexy too, and they're single. They were fully capable of making something work with you. But this one's like, no, that's not fair. You can't have what I want. How would this work? Because they're connected. These people know each other. So I'm going to tell you all this fucking bad shit so you stay the hell away. Or go cause problems. Go do this. Go sabotage. Go do something. Because it's funny. Wow. Catfish. Someone was catfished here. Letter J could be significant. Could be first name, middle name, last name, your name, their name, something. Go catfish so-and-so. Poison is here as well. I don't know if there's literal poison here or when somebody, in somebody's drink, or if it's just, alcohol, because that is technically poison. R. The letter R, first name, middle name, last name, could have been a friend of yours, is just a nobody. That's why this person was used, because that's how they were viewed. Oh, they're just a nobody. They were left in the dark. Well, that's what was said about you. Oh, so-and-so's just a nobody. It won't be a big deal. Well, it's turning into a big deal, or it did. But the person who was supposed to be your friend, who isn't your fucking friend, who messed with you, basically, they were left in the dark. So someone did something that they probably regret because they didn't have all the answers. And once we start having those epiphanies and realizing things, we go, now I feel like an asshole, you know what I mean? So someone's having a moment like that, or they will be coming up. But that's what I have for you. Hopefully it helps. Hopefully it makes sense. I'm so proud of you for not giving up on yourself or giving up on your dreams, because beautiful things are coming in for you, regardless of the past. Just be aware that the potential for someone to come in and apologize or to like clear the air, get something off their chest is high. Like the likelihood of that is high. Anyways, love you guys. Peace.